Hi there, gang. Coach Jay with Full Circle here. Hey, we're all about helping you be more so you can do more and eventually have more time off. So if you like this video, you like videos like this, bookmark this, hit the little subscribe button here. We're here to help. Give us any feedback too. Let us know if you want more videos like this. How many times have you felt like you're at the office and someone's talking to you and you've got a line of 5 people behind you and you just want to move through things. You want to see more people. You want to help more people and you want to do it in a time-effective way and you don't necessarily want to raise your prices. One way to do it is to become more efficient with your adjustment, more efficient with your patients, and frankly, you don't allow the conversation to be dictated by them, but you will allow the reason why they're there to dictate what happens. So the most important thing that you can do, in my estimation, is that you've got opening lines that are not open-ended. The question of, hey, how are you doing, Mrs. Jones, is an open-ended question that can take forever and often ends up in talking about the weather, talking about sports, talking about politics, talking about the state of the world. It's not talking about the thing that they're there for, which is to receive your amazing service. So what I recommended is that we have closed questions, simple questions, or just statements. And when you first do this, you're going to feel a little bit like a schmuck. Why are you going to feel like a schmuck? Because you're not saying, because you care about this person in front of you and you generally want to know how they're doing. But if you give them an open-ended question, it's going to take forever to move through that adjustment. So I recommend that you allow yourself to feel a little bit like a schmuck and say really clearly with a closed question or a statement to reaffirm why they're there. And if it's open-ended, it's a very specific open-ended question that will allow itself to close consistently and quickly. You're going to feel like a schmuck because you care about this person. And it's going to be different than, hey, how are you? That's the easy thing to do. But I promise you, you are not a schmuck. You are not a schmutz for having a succinct reason for them in your office and to get right directly to the point. So here's a list of potential opening lines that we recommend that you use starting today, and bookmark this. Hey, great to see you. Let's get you checked. And that's it. Sometimes you just have to say nothing at all, and it'll be, hey, let's get you on the table. Let's get you moving. And then to engage in conversation, but just leave it at that. Hey, great to see you. Let's get you checked. What's better since you last started? Hey, let's lay down on the table. Let's get your power turned on. Good morning. Good afternoon. You're going to have to try to say these things and just say them. Hey, let's check those circuit breakers. Chiropractors, the electrical reference, circuit breakers turned on, turned off. Hey, let's get your body a stress reset. Hey, thoughts, traumas, toxins, they're out there. I'm sure you've attracted them. Let's get those thoughts, traumas, toxins moving today. Hey, lots of stress in the world. Why don't you say we leave some of that here? Wow, I can see it in your eyes. You have definitely accumulated a lot of stress. Let's leave some of that on the table today, okay? Hey, magic wand time. And now this is for the person when you feel like you need to connect with them or they look like they have something you want to say. Hey, magic wand, my favorite one. Magic wand time. You can hit one thing and it's gone forever. What is it? Hey, good afternoon. Should we get to work? You can always set the intention. I'm seeing a lot of stress in your body today. Why don't we really focus on the top part of your neck and make sure that everything's clear on the way down? Hey, I'm seeing you walk a little bit funny today. Why don't we set the intention that we really work on the foundation of your spine today? When you set the intention, they're going to say, wow, this dude knew what was going on long before I got on the table. No matter what you say for a symptom, chances are if somebody thinks about it for long enough, the last week they felt it. You know what? We're seeing a lot of headaches in our office this week. Let's make sure that this isn't your reality. Hey, we're seeing a lot of sciatica in the office this week. Let's just make sure this isn't your reality, all right? There's something innately that's telling me that we need to focus on that mid-back today. I know a lot of people are hunched over working from home. Let's really focus on that mid-spine today. If that person is jonesing to talk to you, I can see you really want to talk to me. Is there anything that's burning in your mind? So even if you have to have them answer with an open-ended question, try to be as direct as possible with like the magic wand, the one thing. What's the biggest thing that's on your mind today? If you really feel that need to connect, but still, that is way better than, how are you? So here's a couple of other open-ended questions. So how is your state of well-being, Mrs. Smith? Did you hold your pattern since the last time I've seen you? Tell me, what are the stressors that have occurred since the last time we spoke? Right, so force them to think about it, but then it's not just like word vomit to like the next thing going on. So tell me about the biggest stressor that's been going on since your last visit. The flip side of that, because you're talking about the negative, talk about the positive. What's great in your life, Mrs. Jones? Tell me something amazing today. Good morning. What's awesome? If you know that they've got kids or grandkids that floats their boat, tell me one great thing that Joni's done this week. Tell me one amazing thing about your new bride. Tell me one thing that you're looking forward to with your wedding, with graduation. Just one thing, right? Don't tell me all the things and all the stresses and all the planning, because everybody can talk about that. But you're there to make a difference in your life. If you want to get them a little bit more clinical, go back, look at the notes, and remind them of the primary complaint that they came in for and how much change they've been. You know what? Can you believe it's been 6 months, 6 years since you first came in? And you remember when you first came in, you actually came in for some UTI stuff, like there's some bladder bowel stuff. That wasn't even the reason you came in, but that was like the biggest life change. And obviously you had some low back pain, but it was that, so the bladder bowel stuff that I think really moved the dial for you. Any of that stuff reoccurred again? According to my notes last time we spoke, it was like 85% better. Oh no, it's been great. It's been this, it's been that. Like engage them, remind them about the changes that they've been going through. When you first came in, it was a year ago. Can you imagine that? And we're in this maintenance pattern now. You remember when you used to have headaches every day? When I used to live out in Colorado, I used to get headaches all the time. I don't get them now, and so I can empathize what a life of headaches was like. I'm so glad that you don't have to go through that again. And you know what? Here's another thing you can do is you can express gratitude. I feel like we don't do this enough. Just allow me a moment to really express my gratitude for you choosing our office, for you choosing my care, for you choosing my hands, and allowing me to be the facilitator in your life. You can never go wrong with an opening line where you're expressing gratitude to a patient, because they will pay that forward. Here's another one. What are your goals for the week? What do you mean? Tell me about some of your personal goals for the week. Start with 2. How often do you have a chance to sit down and do a goals list? Most people don't, right? Give me one goal for this week. Opening lines, set the intention. They will allow you to connect with the patient. They allow you to control the flow. They allow you to control the amount of people in your office and still maintain that connection. I promise you the first couple times, if this is new to you doing this, it will feel weird. It is a huge practice builder for all docs that I've been associated with. Go back and re-listen to this. Hopefully some of these were helpful. And you know what? Drop some of your favorite suggestions down below here also. This is kind of an off-the-cuff couple ideas that I've had. You can never go wrong with just a simple good afternoon, good evening, good morning. It's great to see you. And it is great to see you. Have a great day. I'm Coach Jay with Full Circle Coaching Consulting. Help you be more so you can do more and have more in your life. And as an association, all the people around you, they'll be more, they'll do more, and they'll have more also. Cheers, gang.